Oh, welcome everyone. My name is Sean Schubert. I'm product manager for Johnson Controls out of Milwaukee, Wisconsin.
And my name is Marco Verdugo. I'm out of the Dallas Training Center. I'm the controls engineer.
Marco and I are really excited to be here today to tell you about a product that we're showcasing here at ASHRAE that will simplify the VRF integration with a building automation system. But before I describe that, Marco, do you want to take a minute to describe a VRF system?
Sure. So we have two types of systems. We have a heat pump system, which will either do all heat or all cooling at the same time, or a heat recovery system, which has the capabilities of cooling and heating at the same time. So it'll take a bank of units on the outside and up to 64 indoor units on the inside, and we can accomplish this heating and cooling with changeover boxes.
So we've done our research, we've talked to our customers, and integrating VRF systems with a building automation system today is very difficult. It takes a lot of time to do, and the value of the data that you're getting back isn't even that beneficial. Our building automation system, the building operators that operate the building automation system, the facility managers, expect to see all of their building systems communicating together and working together. They want greater visibility with the more point data from their VRF system, and they expect that integration experience to be easy to do and to be seamless. So there has to be a simpler way than is currently used to integrate our VRF systems. And so that's why we are introducing what we're calling the VRF Smart Gateway, to connect our VRF system, our YORK or Hitachi SmartFlex systems, with building automation systems such as Metasys, Facility Explorer, and any building automation system of your choice that supports the BACnet IP interface.
So from our VRF to your BAS, we use our Smart Gateway. It's from the VRF up to the Smart Gateway. It's a simple two-wire connection, and through your network, you'll connect it to your front end. One of the major benefits of this adapter is that we can connect it anywhere in our H-Link system. With other manufacturers, you actually have to take the wire from here, from your adapter, all the way out to your outdoor bank of units. And if you're 500 feet away, you have to run a 500-foot cable. Now we can land this at any indoor unit in our daisy chain. Also, it's a BACnet, it's an open BACnet IP protocol, which means you can connect it to any front end. Also, we're exposing the most points. Now we're exposing up to 30 points on your indoor units and 25 points on your outdoor units, which nobody else does.
Let me describe a couple key features of the VRF Smart Gateway itself. The gateway serves up a Wi-Fi access point so that you can access the gateway through a mobile device such as smartphone, tablet, or a laptop that you can connect with Wi-Fi. The point of this is to access the user interface. Through the VRF Smart Gateway's user interface, which is really, it's designed to be simple and intuitive, you can access the user interface through a web browser, a standard web browser that's already available on your device. You don't have to download and install any apps. When you connect the VRF Smart Gateway to your VRF system, it automatically goes out and discovers your units. So you don't have to worry about how the addressing scheme is set up. The gateway knows how to go find those units. And by the time that you've had a chance to log into the user interface, you'll already see your list of indoor units and outdoor units. So it becomes a tool to provide an initial sanity check to make sure that your indoor units and outdoor units are communicating on the network, and you get a nice list displayed almost immediately. The gateway the user interface is also used to configure the Ethernet parameters and BACnet settings to connect to your building automation system. Another key feature of the gateway's user interface is the ability to rename and describe the individual units. And this is important because it provides, a description such as a room number is more descriptive than a simple address. So having the ability to do this in a nice, quick, easy interface, even on your phone or tablet, before you integrate with a building automation system, all this data gets pulled in automatically during the integration. So this saves a lot of extra work on the back end that you would have to rename all these units in your BAS. Can we advance here? Whoops. No, we jumped too far. Hold on. So a common problem with VRF integrations today is that through my building automation system, when I go out and discover the devices, the VRF system, I'm getting a gateway. So I discover a gateway, which doesn't make much sense to me, but I discover the gateway, and then when I want to map in the points, I get a flat list of points that contains like 200 points. And now I have to try to figure out how to organize these and figure out which points are for which unit. And this is common. You see, this is common of all VRF manufacturers today through their backnet gateway. This is obviously unmanageable for any facility manager to try to work through, and extra time is needed to organize the points into relevant equipment, serving spaces. So there has to be a better way.
So now this is what we get. Every indoor unit and outdoor unit has all of its points organized underneath it. So when you go to integrate, you integrate that one indoor unit, all of the points, sensors that are associated with that indoor unit follow it. No more need to go out and integrate one by one. Let's look at some of the information that we get from the equipment. I mean, everything from return air to supply air, how much frequency we're requesting from that outdoor set of units. Why is this beneficial? Because on most front ends, we actually have to add extra sensors. There's no more adding extra sensors. No more adding an extra space temperature sensor, an ambient temperature sensor, because we're taking advantage of all of the sensors that are already inside of the VRF system and exposing them to the front end.
The points come in and they're automatically organized. They're consistent. It's always a consistent point list under every indoor unit and outdoor unit. And that's important because a lot of the Metasys features and basically features of a building automation system take advantage of that organization automatically. So taking care of the headache of organizing the data up front and making it automatic is mainly to go after the Metasys feature set and the tool sets and take advantage of those features.
So now when we have a fully connected system, any changes you make at your local controllers will reflect up at your building management system, and vice versa. Any changes that you make at your front end will reflect on your controllers almost immediately. Why is this important? Because we can monitor what our tenants, what our users are doing. We can actually trend this data to a certain point. And the changes are almost immediate, like I mentioned. You change a set point, you change your fan speed, your mode, will all reflect up on the front end. Everybody asks for, when you're going to install a backnet, the first thing we get asked for is a points list. Here's that points list. Notice, this is a complete list of the indoor unit items that you will see. This is a list of the outdoor items that you're going to get to see. On these point lists is your object name, which is going to be standard for every single outdoor unit. An object name, which is going to be standard for every single indoor unit. Every indoor unit is going to come with this exact same list. Okay? And you're going to get a description. No more need to decode what that item name is. Notice on our outdoor unit, we're exposing all this different information. Again, why is this important to see it on your front end? On Metasys, we can trend all this information. We can go back and look at this information 6 months down the line if our unit had a problem. And we can find that problem with this information. This if discharge pressures start getting too high, we can diagnose based off that. We can tell if the coils are dirty. If our evaporation temperatures are getting too low, we can tell if our filters need changing. So having the most data available on the market is going to be your best bet.
Traditionally, we only had access to a couple points in the outdoor unit. It gave us an alarm code, and maybe it told us if the unit was on or not. Our customers want to see more data because they want to make better decisions to manage their building. And so that's why this data is so important to them, so that they can have more information to be able to make better control algorithms. Knowing how many amps your outdoor unit is drawing. Now they can start doing some energy management and monitoring to better control their indoor units.
So to the point I made earlier about having to add sensors with current front ends, no more adding an ambient temperature sensor. There it is. No more adding zone temperature, because there it is. We even give you the differential of the air going in and out of that indoor unit, already calculated for you.
All right, so we could keep going and talking about the VRF Smart Gateway and the benefits that it provides, but I think we'd rather show you. So we have Smart Gateways set up in two places. We have a YORK VRF booth and a Hitachi SmartFlex booth, which are right outside here. We have live demonstrations set up. We're connected to a live building, so we could show you some of the point data that we're pulling in and show you all the features of a complete integration. We have time for questions if there's any questions in the audience.